We're on Snapchat right now, all of you and you, because I think people want to see this hitting demo on Cody Bellinger for good reason. The guy has been a phenom. 12 home runs in his last 15 games. The question is, how is he doing it?
You know what? I think we start with two basic principles. One, being comfortable being yourself. We started talking about that. And comfortable in your stance. And so Cody Bellinger has a very unique stance, standing up with the hands up high and all that. But Jim, I think to start off with, let's see your swing. Go through a classic left-handed stroke. Talk to us about that, and then we'll get into Cody. All right? That work? So tell us about you were left-handed your whole life. You never hit right-handed or anything like that?
Never, no.
So very rare, a right-handed thrower, left-hand hitter. You got that
very rare, yeah, exactly.
All right, so what is some of your basic things that you were doing with your swing?
Yeah, when I would hit off the tee, I would try to stay through the middle. Obviously, we've talked in the past about plate coverage, but I wanted to hit the ball through the middle and not hook the ball. You can pull the ball without hooking the ball. Right. So, so
explain that real quick. Why don't we bring our camera right here?
Okay, so if I get to a point where I'm approaching the ball and my top hand,
I'll walk the ball in as if it's a pitch.
As I'm coming to the baseball, if I get to a point where my front hand is rolling over on the ball, that tells me I've got to start shooting the ball through the middle, and keeping my bat head flat.
So the terminology a lot of people are using now is stay inside the baseball. Yes. So you're getting this instead of what you're talking about. You're getting here,
and then this wrist goes this way.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want your wrist to roll this way. You want your wrist to come through the pitcher.
Boom.
Boom, as long as you can, and then your finish happens.
And so the terminology now to get guys thinking that way has been stay inside the baseball.
Yes.
But basically, you're saying stay through the ball.
Yes. And
same thing.
When you're flipping, when we're doing flips, if I do roll over a ball, I know in my mind, okay, I just need to revert back. It's going to happen. You're gonna roll over on a ball. But that's the great part of this game. It will tell you what to work on next.
Okay. So give me two more swings, then we're going to go to Cody Bellinger. Because we were talking about him, you might get hit right
Is he going to stand there?
No, he's going to come back.
That's a dangerous area.
He's going to come back over this way so he doesn't get killed.
Yeah.
All right? And then we'll get into Bellinger. So the basic things, most left-handers like that ball down. Go ahead.
Yes.
You were saying C?
No, see, I rolled that ball over. Okay, now I'm going to stay through the middle and hit the ball back up through the middle. That ball was low, but my bat head was flat coming through it. I didn't get here. It was down and actually in. And I could have hit the ball over here, but my approach hitting the ball with flips is to keep the bat head flat as long as you can on contact and then finish.
So let's talk about Cody Bellinger. He's got the hands higher, and he stands real perpendicular. Take us through a breakdown. You looked at him. What do you like, and what did you see with him?
Well, we're gonna see here. We're gonna run some clips, okay? We're gonna see some clips. You know, obviously the first thing you see is his hands. Okay, his hands are absolutely electric. But the thing I love most about Cody is that his back leg is straight. Okay, his back leg is straight. The other thing I love is when you look at where the knob is, the knob comes down to his back foot. But let's go back. He's turned in right here. His back leg is straight, but the thing I do love is that his back foot has a little bit of turn in it. So he's in his back leg even though he's standing straight.
That allows those hips to get through.
That allows his hips. And the other thing, Harold, the line that we drew, which was if you put a ruler across his upper body and his belt buckle, everything stays straight. Everything stays straight to the baseball, and he has electric hands. That elevated fastball that's above the belt, almost chest high, because of where his back leg is, I truly believe that his hands are above the baseball, and that's why he can get to that ball.
I got a drill. Jim did a drill off the mound, and this is for, all right, Cody Bellinger hitting a high fastball. How do you hit a high fastball? Is this something that can help you do this? Take me through this drill.
Well, this drill, we called this the King of the Mountain. We did this a little bit earlier in the year, and what this drill does, I love the fact because we don't talk, we talk down to the baseball, but down to the baseball means level to the baseball. We're not going to drop our hips, okay? The launch angle, I know a lot of people today are talking about launch angle and getting the bat up, going upwards. I would rather have the bat, I'm going to use the terminology flat and level more than swinging. If the baseball's coming, I don't want to swing and hit the bottom of the baseball this way.
And that's what a lot of people are preaching, though. You know that, right?
They are preaching that, but I want to hit the ball almost to the middle to a little bit below. I don't want to hit the top of the baseball, but I certainly don't want to hit the very bottom of it either.
So let me ask you this real quick on the backspin, because a lot of people are saying I hit the bottom of the ball, it gives me that backspin. But if you hit the middle of the ball, it's going to give you that carry.
You're going to get the same. You're going to get the same in the middle.
And you got a chance to miss the ball and still hit it square enough.
There you go.
If you're swinging at the bottom, you miss it, you got a pop fly.
There you go.
So tell me about this drill. How did you get? You were a guy that used to have your hands lower.
I had my
higher.
Yeah, I had my hands lower, and then what had happened is Major League pitching was beating me up elevation on fastballs. And there was a day Charlie Manuel, Clarence Jones said, look, try this. Try raising your hands up and getting a little taller. Think your hands above the baseball. And what we did is you're going to be over here.
All right.
I'm going to use the rubber as the back, my push off. But same thing. I'm going to have.
So you're coming straight down through that thing.
See, I got a little quick. So that tells me I need to load slower and control my breathing, okay?
Now
the other thing, anxiety.
While you're breathing real quick, your body is down on the heel here.
But I'm not steep. I'm not diving steep, because if you notice, I'm not falling this way.
Right.
I'm not diving steep. I'm striding, but at this point, my body is level. If you took a pole and ran it right in the middle of my body, I will not come off that pole. And I think that's the difference. If I stride hard and out here, yeah, I'm going to come off of the mound hard. But as you can see, when I do this, flip me a few more. See how controlled I am?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
how the bat angle is, and again, it's coming level and not so much down.
You would recommend that to kids, right?
Absolutely.
That's straight drill.
That's awesome.
So let me ask you this. What is the final purpose of that?
The final purpose
of the hands, for the body, balance,
everything. I think it controls your body. I think we talk about being level. Cody Bellinger has the straight back leg, but as you can see in his straight back leg, he's turned in. Mm-hmm. So if you think about it, you're not a great hitter, but if you turn this back leg in, how do you feel turning your back foot?
You're gonna get that pop.
No doubt.
Yeah, more torque, right?
No doubt.
Love that. He's been the best hitter in baseball since he's arrived. Take a look at this. Since his debut, entering Monday's action, more home runs than anyone, more extra base hits, more RBIs. Best hitter in baseball, Cody Bellinger.